Hello, you guys. How are you doing? I'm Charay, host of the worldwide community talk show called Let's Talk About It. And first, before we get started with our show, I'd like to wish everybody a prosperous new year. It is 2012, you guys, and we want to make this the best year ever. So today on my show, I'm going to be interviewing a group of individuals at the support group for the VIPs, which stand for the Visually Impaired People. And I'm here at the Joseph Temple AME Church in Lauringburg, North Carolina. Before we get started again, Happy New Year, you guys! How's everybody doing today?
Fine.
Okay, I want to thank you guys for deciding to come on to the show. Let's talk about it and talk about some of the trials and struggles that you have with being visually impaired. And before we get started, I'm going to start to my right, and you can give your name, introduce and tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
My name is Ada Cotton. I am 64 years old, and I've been visually impaired since 1987. I'm married and have 2 sons and 1 granddaughter.
Okay. Next.
My name is Evelyn Barnes. I was diagnosed with glaucoma at birth. I'm 62 years old and the mother of 4 kids, 2 girls and 2 boys, and 10 grandchildren.
My name is Euphra Bryant. I am 48 years old. I have MS, multiple sclerosis.
Oh, wow.
I have had it for about 15 to 16 years, but I'm doing okay.
Amen.
And I have 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl.
Amen.
You're gonna
Okay.
My name is Chester Parnell Jr. I'm married. Been married for 42 years.
Amen.
I have 3 kids. I have a daughter, and when she married, and she have a husband and 2 sons, which I have two grandsons. And my second oldest boy, he got a fiance, he's not married. And my third son, he got a fiance, he got 2 girls.
Okay.
So I got 2 sons and 2 girls.
Wow.
And I have recognized pigmentosis, my eyesight 2200, and my light is 2250. And I'm got severe hearing loss. But just thank the Lord I'm still here.
Amen. Amen.
Mine's your turn.
Well, my name is Lenora Goldman. I'm a retired teacher from New Jersey, 39 years. I have 6 children, 3 girls and 3 boys. I have 19 grandchildren, 22 great-grands.
Wow.
1 brother,
Okay.
and a host of friends.
Amen.
And I thank God for everything.
Amen.
And thank you for coming.
Amen. No problem. Well, once again, thank you for having me.
My name is Charay. In 2004, I had what was called a pseudo-tumor. It's considered brain injury, and I completely lost my sight. But over the past few years, some came back, so now I just don't have peripheral vision.
Awesome.
And I'm 33.
Awesome. Wow. Right, to talk about the group and what it is to be visually impaired. And how long has this group been open in this area?
Okay, what we do, we have our support group every first Tuesday of each month from 10 to 12.
Okay.
We also get together and we discuss different stuff about different activities that what we plan on doing, what we would like to do.
Okay.
And different ones, like each month we celebrate each one birthday, and we just sit around and talk about different things. And we just like to do things try to motivate
Right.
each one of us.
Right.
Because we all, we all have problems, but we don't want to be left out.
Right.
And so, that's what the support group about.
Okay, cool. And your group consists of approximately how many members? The group, approximately how many members are in the group? How many people?
When everybody's here, it's about 10, 15.
10, 15 people? Okay. Is anybody would like to share their story from the time that they were diagnosed being visually impaired, or and some encouragement on how to see the signs and symptoms for people who just accidentally become visually impaired? Anyone can speak out on
I'll go first.
that. Okay.
And I want everybody else to come behind me. I don't want to do all the talking.
Right.
With me, my name is Evelyn Barnes. I was a McLean before I became Barnes. But I was diagnosed at birth. When I was about 4 years old, I was diagnosed with glaucoma. At that particular time, it was called juvenile glaucoma, which was a very rare disease that occurred among young people during that time. And I had to stay under the doctor's care at least twice a week at that particular time. And the doctors told me that it would not get any better, that it would get worse over a period of time. So by the time I turned 13 years old, I had lost vision in my left eye. And my right eye was doing fine, but I had lost the vision in my left eye, which kind of threw me back as well. It was kind of difficult being in school, you know, and having a rare disease such as this, but my glasses helped me, and it was really hard to see the board. But I got through high school, thank God. And by the time I turned 24, I had graduated from college and was working as a secretary, and I lost my vision in my right eye.
Wow.
And during that time, it was very very devastating, because I was working, I was sitting on my job, and my eyes just started getting real red, and it just kept getting redder and redder, and I knew something was happening, but I wasn't sure what it was, so I went to the only doctor that they had here during that time was not a specialist. His name was Dr. Davis.
Okay, so you can see close up, or you can see objects further away. Like, how's your sight?
Well,
seeing other people.
Well, between 24 to the present, I say up until 2000, I was able to see really good, you know, with my glasses. But then by the time I turned 50, my vision got to the place where it became just on the sides. I can't only see on the sides.
Okay.
And the doctors had said that by the time I got 60, I wouldn't be able to see it all, but you know, I'm 62 years old and I'm still able to see something. But that's the progress that had taken place with my vision over the years.
Okay. And this young lady with the MS, exactly what does it affect? What part of?
Well, your bones.
Okay. Because I have a brother-in-law who's been suffering with MS. He got hit by a car, and from that he developed MS, and he is now wheelchair bound. His nerves shake, his hand shake, can't really hold certain things, and so he's got it really, really bad. But we know God's a healer. God's a healer. Okay. Anybody else?
Okay, I would like to start in 1979. I started having trouble with my eyes. They would stay real red, and I would have a lot of pain. And they thought it was pink eye, and they kept giving me medicine and medicine for pink eye, and it would go away, but it would come back again. And I've had what you call sarcoidosis, and it can affect your eyes, your kidneys, your liver, your lungs. So this is what it came from, and now it's called uveitis from the condition. And I used to have a lot of pain. It would get real red, and I have a lot of pain. And it just kept getting worse and worse. So in 1987, 86, I was working, and it got real bad, and it seemed like the inflammation wouldn't go away. So the drops that they gave me, it would last a little while, but then the inflammation would come back. And I had to stop work. I was a nurse's assistant for 26 years, and I had to quit work. And the worst thing was I had to give up my driving license. So I couldn't drive, but everything else I could do and at home. And then I got in touch with Carolina Eye Associates, which has been a great blessing for me. And the doctors, right away, as soon as I had been going to one doctor in Lauringburg for like 6 years, as soon as I sit in the chair in Southern Pines at Carolina Eye, they diagnosed exactly what was wrong and started working from then. And that was in, I can't remember the year, but anyway, they have really helped me. And then I went to the School for the Blind in Raleigh, the Rehabilitation Center, and they helped me tremendously. They taught me independence, which was very good, very good. And now I'm legally blind, but I can do mostly anything that I have to do, I can do. And only, you know, God helped me, and Carolina Eye, they have been a great, like I said, great, tremendous help to me. And I recommend anybody that have any eye problems to go to Carolina Eye Associates.
Right.
And now I just thank the Lord that I can do what I can do.
Amen. Amen. You got a good support group with your family
Yes,
members.
yeah, very good
your
support
children.
group. Yes.
Wow.
With me, I thought what calling me to go blind. Doctor said I had stroke and look my eyes. I never heard of that before.
Wow.
And that's something we just have to live with.
Right.
Thank God.
Right.
Could be worse.
So what kind of encouragement would you give to some people who were able to see and then all of a sudden had an episode where they became visually impaired?
Just don't stop. Just keep going on. Keep going. Don't stop. You know. Don't let the blindness. Yeah. Don't let the blindness stop you. Just continue on.
Right.
And I would also suggest that you stay in touch with your social worker for the blind in your area, wherever you are. You know, they have social workers that set aside, especially for the visually impaired.
Right.
And they can help you in getting the assistance that you need for each area of your situation.
Right. Okay.
And just know that you're not the only one with eye problems. There's lots more out there with eye problems. That's, you know, totally blind or legally blind or partially blind. You're not the only one. There's always someone to help you.
Right. And your eyes are very important, so make sure you get it checked.
Get it checked.
Get it checked. And as they say, eat your carrots, right? Nom, 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 eat your carrots.
You know, a lot of people don't understand when you're going through these problems, you're the blind.
Right.
And like me, I worked for LOL for 28 years. I was one of the younger group that went in 1973.
Wow.
And I worked there for 28 years, but what I'm getting at, 25 years, I didn't ever miss a day out of work. And the people don't understand. I had eye problems then, but my company worked with me.
Right.
A lot of things that I did, I worked in the most dangerous plants.
Wow.
I didn't never get cut, I never got cut, I didn't make no day. But I still, you know, I had 5 weeks vacation, but still, I'm very dedicated.
Right.
I'm always been a fighter.
Right.
And back in mid-80s, I say about 81, 82, I can feel my vision you know, beginning moving, it was bothering me. So I started going from eye hospital from Charlotte, Wilmington, Fayetteville. I was going getting different opinions.
Right.
Everywhere I went, the doctor said, ain't nothing we can do for you, Chester. He said, you have retinitis pigmentosa. See, I don't have no side vision. My eyesight's small, just like looking at a turner. I'm not a diabetic,
Okay.
And my retina is cracked. That's one of the big problems. I have to wear shades when I get in the light.
Okay.
And so they told me nothing I can do. I'll be treated like a cancer person, you know, and nothing they can do for me. But then when I turned 42 years old, they removed the cataract out of my eye.
Okay.
I thought I was seeing better. It helped a little, but then the cataract didn't come back, but my retina started cracking.
Oh.
Then they said, well, we just have to do what we're going to have to do. And I said, what's that? He said, you're going to have 4 operations on each one of your eyes, and we may have to go back again. And I told him, I said, well, with the help. He said, Chester, it'd be 50-50.
Right.
I said, well, I'm going to put it this way. I don't want to be no guinea pig.
Right.
No, we're going to test to see what we can do.
Right.
And so I prayed about that thing.
Right.
I said, I believe I just let what's left on me, you know, just stay like it is.
Right.
And so he said, if we come up with another solution, we're going to send me to Philadelphia. They may want to do surgery up there. And so I said, well, whatever, I just have to pray over it.
Right.
But ever since then, like I say, I've been out of work now 12 years now.
Okay.
And I was 50 years old when I came out of work.
Wow.
But what I was saying, anybody, you got eye problem, you got to get outside, take care of it.
Right. Yes.
I used to be very independent of a driver.
Right.
I done had 2 brand new cars and can't even drive them. But thank the Lord, I'm still here. And what little eyesight I got, I try to use it.
Right.
Now they want to do surgery on my hearing. They
Okay.
want to put an implant in my hearing. They want to take the hearing aid off and put an implant.
Okay.
That's $50,000.
Wow.
But then they told me it wasn't guaranteed. I told them I got to pay over that too.
Right.
Because
Right.
you go in there
Right.
and do that, it's still not guaranteed.
Right.
But I just want to thank the Lord, they got new technology out. Don't get me wrong, got new technology, but still, we got to have common, knowledge,
Right.
to do what you want to do.
Exactly.
And they said they're going to come out with something that can help me see better. All I want to do is be able to drive a car on the highway.
Amen.
But when you used to drive a car,
Right.
you don't drive no more. I put a big thing in your life.
Right. And
And
that's,
the guy came by the house, asked me if I wanted to see a psychiatrist. I told him, why would I need to see a psychiatrist? He
right.
said, most people go blind, they may want to see a psychiatrist.
Mhm.
I said, well, I tell you what, you pay me the money if you don't pay that psychiatrist. And I can talk to I talk to the good man. I said, that's the psychiatrist I need. Good
Right.
man.
Amen.
And so, I prayed every day, and I thank the Lord every day when I wake up for
Right.
whatever eyesight I got.
Amen.
But some people, they selfish, they don't want to do this,
Right.
but you got to be humble.
Right.
And I enjoy my life. My kids, they come get me, they take me places. We travel, we go different places.
Right.
And so the last time I went to the doctor, each time I go to the doctor, they say, Chester, he be rubbing me on my back. He said, see the world,
Right.
see what you want to see,
Right.
and enjoy life.
Right.
He said, I may wake up in the morning, my eyesight will be gone. But see, I try not to let it bother me,
Right.
but I try not to let it bother me.
Right.
Because if I let it bother me and sit there and worry,
Right.
what's going to happen?
Right.
Everything can fall in on.
Right. Exactly.
So I enjoy coming to the support group. I enjoy seeing people,
Right.
come to church. I do what I have to do. A lot of people say, well, you legally blind, how can you see? Well, most times in my mind, a lot of people don't understand. But I learned this.
Okay.
I got a pattern. The way I walk,
Okay.
the way I go. I count myself. I be counting in my mind.
Okay.
A lot of people say, you walk around the block. You legally blind. I tell them, I count myself, and I'm used to counting. I'm counting to myself.
Wow.
But I count. If I step in a hole a little deep, I know that's not right. I stop, and I move over, then I walk.
Right.
Well, how you do that? I start keeping in my mind. I count when I walk.
Okay. Do you walk with anything like a cane or a dog or anything, or you just walk without anything?
But it's amazing.
She asking you, do you walk with a cane?
But sometimes what I do, out in the neighborhood when I'm at, I do have a cane.
Okay.
But in the neighborhood I'm at, they got what's called loose dogs running.
Okay.
So I take an axe on, but I've been having for years. So I got it in my hand and I walk with it.
Okay, cool.
Because the cane ain't gonna get no dog on.
Right,
But the police, what I like about it, that in the morning time, the police run the route, they know I'm leaving the blind.
Okay.
They patrol the early in the morning.
Okay.
Cause I had complained about those dogs out there. And instead of letting all dogs will be tied up, don't go be no loose dog.
Okay.
And so I walk around the block 3 times early in the morning. 7:15, I walk around the block.
Wow.
I'm back in.
Wow, awesome. Do all you guys live in a certain type of neighborhood, or you all still live at home? Yeah. Do you live alone, or do you live with family?
Well, I live out in the country, and I live with my husband out in the country.
Okay.
And I'm a homeowner independently by myself right now until the Lord decides that He want to send me a companion.
Amen. We praying on that. Yes, Lord.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I stay home with my children.
Okay. I know he was married, and what's your name again?
Lenore.
Lenore. Who you live with?
My daughter and her husband live there.
Okay.
And I stay at home with my mother. That's financial reasons. If my finances were better, I'd be independent alone.
No problem. I know that's right.
Not able to work.
Right. No problem. Wow. So we all agree that some of the signs for most of you guys were redness and blurred vision and burning,
Stroking the eye.
stroking the eye. Okay. Wow. And what for people who may not know what glaucoma is, what is it?
Glaucoma is a very acute eye disease that's hereditary. You know, it usually runs in families, and each one of my children has a tendency to have glaucoma. My oldest daughter has glaucoma. My baby boy has glaucoma. My baby daughter is on borderline of glaucoma. And my second oldest child right now has a detached retina, and we're trying to figure out is it coming from the glaucoma. But it's an eye disease that does not get better once the optical nerves are damaged. They are damaged.
Right.
There's no operation, no surgery, no implant or anything that can help them.
Wow. Okay.
But on my part, my retina pigmentosa, I understand as a little boy, my great grandmother had it on my mother's side.
Okay.
And now my mother, she was glasses, and my father, he didn't start wearing glasses until he was about 80. He 84 now, 85. Well, he just started wearing glasses till he turned about 80. But wasn't no problem there, but they told me there was something I inherited in the family. And so, back to my great grandmama on my mama's side, she had it. But then they told me it had to be my grandkids. If my daughter don't have it, it'd be down to my grandkids that would have retinal pigmentosa.
Right. Okay. And how often do you guys have the meetings, the support group meetings?
Once a month.
Once a month?
First Tuesday every month.
First Tuesday of every month. Okay, so if someone was interested that see this video that wants to join your support group, what information would you want to give out to them as far as directions or a telephone number?
Contact Ida Maville at Scotland County Social Services.
This is Scotland County Social Services?
Miss Ida Maville, she's the Services for the Blind social worker.
Idle McGill. Okay.
Number 277-2500.
Okay, and the area code is 910.
Yes.
Okay.
And she should be back in a little bit if she could tell you more about different about
Okay.
her line of work.
Okay.
And we not only just come have meetings here, like for Christmas, we went out to restaurant,
Okay.
had lunch.
Okay. Right.
And we have events during the year, like Camp Dogwood, it's just for visually impaired people. It's a week long, and then they have a fishing tournament in October is normally at Outer Banks.
Okay, cool. So you have other activities and groups and things that go on. Okay, cool. Wow. Before we close out, is there anything else anybody would like to say?
How long you been doing this?
I just started. Oh yeah, I didn't give you a little bit about myself, but yeah, I'm Charay. I'm originally from New York. I've been in business field for about 7 years. It'll be 8 years. I want to say May or June. I have one daughter. She's 7 years old, and I started the talk show about the end of 2008, beginning of 2009. And I interviewed a couple of celebrities, Thelma from Good Times, Rodney Perry from The Monique Show, Chili from TLC, her sister Marnie Ali. And we talked about other things as far as like the importance of education, why men cheat, women cheat. We had some fun game shows, dating game shows, a Carolina Idol show. We had people coming from all over. There was a comedian, and they just showcased their talent. I also interviewed independent artists as well. So it's a worldwide community talk show, and I'm talking to you guys now about the visually impaired, and I'm gonna have more topics as well. And it's aired on TV on Metrocast in Bentonville, Channel 22, every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. And I have a website, some videos on YouTube and whatnot. And like I said, I'll make you guys a copy of this so you can have to watch and listen to.
And there's one thing that I would like to say before we end our discussion is that there are things that are available out there to anybody that's going through visual impairment. Diabetes is causing a lot of people to lose their vision now, and they might not know which way to turn. But the social services department in your area, your social workers for the blind is always available to help you to get those resources that you need. And one of the resources that helped me, and I guess you hear Sister Cotton talk about the independent living program, where you go away for a while and you learn how to readjust yourself to your situations, and that will help you to be a better person. It will take the fear away from you, because a lot of you, I know, are afraid because you feel like I cannot see. You know, there's so much fear that I don't want to go out. But once you go through these programs, it will help to motivate you and help you to not to be afraid. So I would suggest that anybody that's having problems with your vision, there is help out there for you. All you have to do is reach out by faith.
And for those who are not, take care of and cherish the little things. Because the little things are really the big things that really matter. Because when it's gone, it's gone. You know, so it's very, very, very important. And I'd like to thank you guys once again. Encourage you guys to keep holding on, keep being strong, keep speaking out, keep encouraging others. Thanks, Pastor Evelyn, correct? Because you've been ordained.
Oh yes.
She's ordained.
Oh yes, you know, there's not anything that you cannot do. It does not matter whether you have vision or not. You know, as long as you stay motivated. You know, keep yourself motivated, and realize that your eyes is just a part of the game. Hey, you got everything else. And so, you know, just be thankful for what you do.
Okay, once again, we can go around and give your name again so they can know who you are.
I'm Ada Cotton.
Ada Cotton.
I'm Evelyn Barnes.
Evelyn Barnes.
My name is Bryant.
Bryant.
Lenora Baldwin.
Lenore Baldwin, and Chester.
Cornelius.
Say your name. Say your name.
Chester.
Say your name.
My name is
State your name.
Chester Parnell. Chester Parnell. Okay.
Shahara Gales.
Shahara Gales. Okay, you guys. Thank you once again, and love you all, and keep staying strong. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
And thank you for bringing her.
Okay, here we have Elder Pastor Evelyn. She's gonna play a little something for you guys.
Just something simple.
Right. And it goes to show you guys, you may be bound by one thing, but there's plenty of other sounds that you can use. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, hello everybody, how are you doing? I am here still at the escort room for the VIPs, the visually impaired people, and I'm here with the director.
My name is Ida McGill, and I'm the social worker for the blind for Scotland and Richmond counties.
Okay, cool. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hope you are.
I'm pretty good.
That's
Thank you. I had a
good,
good
that's
time with the group.
Well,
Learned a
wonderful.
lot and got a lot of encouragement from the individuals in the group.
Wonderful.
So tell us, how was it like working with the visually impaired?
Well, I'm a retiree. I retired from the Department of Social Service. I did my 30 years there. And I have always worked with people with disabilities, but I had never worked with this segment of people. With this disability, and I've been working with them now for almost 8 years, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
Right.
They're just like anybody else.
Right.
They just have a disability,
Right.
and we work very well together to try to put things in place for them, and it's just a good job with good people.
Right. Okay. What are some of the activities that you do with the visually impaired?
Well, we do 2 main activities that I think they enjoy, and one is called the VIP Fishing Tournament. We do that every year in October.
Okay.
And it's down at the Outer Banks, at Nags Head and Kill Devil Hills and all. And there are usually about 500 visually impaired individuals at that event, and they do all types of things like workshop for the visually impaired and other activities. And then one day we have our fishing tournament, and we are dispatched among several piers and on the boat if they want to fish off the boat. And then the climax that event, they have a banquet and tell how many people, how many fish were caught by poundage. And this year, proudly to say, Scotland County won a plaque. And we won 3rd place, and my other county, Richmond County, also won a plaque. And they won 1st place, and needless to say, I was very, very pleased with that. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds like fun. You want to go?
Yeah.
It's open to the public, correct?
No, it's not open to the public, no.
Okay.
And the other event that they enjoy once a year is Camp Dogwood. They go to Camp Dogwood, and Camp Dogwood is in Sherwood, North Carolina, right up above Charlotte. And they thoroughly enjoy that. They are there for a week, and they have all kinds of activities going on that week. And both of these programs are sponsored by the Lions Club.
Okay.
The Lions are very, very big and working with the visual impaired and blind individuals.
Right. Awesome. Awesome. So before you close, what kind of encouragement would you give to people who just became visually impaired or been visually impaired since birth? What kind of encouragement would you give to them?
Well, mostly what I do, I just encourage them. Just because they're visually impaired doesn't mean that they're just limited
Right.
to what they can do. They can do anything that anybody else can do. They just have lost their vision.
Right.
I have some visually impaired people that I know that hold office jobs.
Right.
With the proper training.
Right.
With the proper training, they can do anything.
Right, right. Awesome, awesome. Well, I want to commend you in your job, your position, and caring for these individuals, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And
Thank
thank you for coming on to my show.
Thank you.
All right, have a
for
good night,
having me.
everybody.
Good night.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this.